everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is part 3 of the print on demand workshop for eCom Sellers Academy. So today we are going to continue the conversation. The last 2 series, we talked specifically about what print on demand was and how to get started, the different ways in which you can do it, the recommendations for the different software that you can use to create your print on demand designs. Now we're going to talk about the next thing. We're going to talk about printables, and we're going to talk about books. So the great thing about those two is that it only requires you to potentially just have 2 pieces of software. The 2 pieces of software we previously were talking about, which is eRank and Canva. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do with those 2 pieces of software. And you're if you're going to create those designs, and you can put them on Etsy, you can also put them on eBay. And the reason I say you can pretty much do whatever you want to do and with those 2 designs, it's going to help you. eRank is going to help you with the keywords that you need for the titles and the descriptions, and Canva is going to help you create the product. So when we talk about creating the product, I have a lot of products that are coming out. We're talking about if you get a pro account. With a pro account, you have the ability to do a bunch of different things. One, you'll see that they have within Canva some planner examples. So if you type in the word planners and you wanted to create planners, they've got planner templates that you can use, and you can just edit those designs, and then you can put those up on Etsy, or you can put them up on eBay. Know the platform in which you plan on selling on, because some of the platforms don't like printables or downloadables at all. Okay, so you need to know which platforms in which you can sell your printables and your downloadables. Etsy is one of them. You can do them on eBay. You have to list them under a specific category, but you can sell printables and downloadables there. That includes ebooks. Okay, so if you were to just do a search on planners, you can see that there you could start with one of the planner designs that are already out there, edit it, and then use it to create your own listing. So if I go over to Etsy, or if I go over to eBay, I'm going to go and type in planners. Okay. And then I'm going to go over to eBay so you can see what I'm talking about. And we're just talking about printables. We're not talking about physical, like a book itself. We're just talking about the printables or downloadables. There we go. Okay. So you'll see on eBay, you have digital planners that you can sell and list on eBay. Okay, so you don't just have to list them on Etsy. Now, people go to Etsy more than they come to eBay for this kind of stuff, but you can list them on eBay and people can buy them from you from eBay. Okay, you can change up the titles, change up the descriptions. I think if you put in printable, and just see what comes up. Then you also have printable products that you can list on eBay. I had to explain this to my VA the other day. And the great thing about it is, like, this one has a fitness planner. It has 70 plus pages. Okay. And they say it's great for good notes. So if you are talented, you can put it together so it can be available on other platforms. You can do that. You've got this calendar, which is a blank calendar that you can download in the different sizes. So they have printables, they have downloadables, and that's on eBay. The listing, the way it looks, and the design, the covers of these, some of these look very similar to how that listing might look on Etsy. So if I go over to Etsy and I type in printer or planner, and I type on printable or downloadable, you'll see that there's some similarities to what the listing might look like on eBay as it does on Etsy. But Etsy showcases it. So you can see 4 going across, whereas eBay, it's sort of in a list column form. So you don't get to see like multiples at a time. You got to scroll down to go through these to be able to figure out which one you want, blah, blah, blah. Whereas Etsy, you can see multiple at a time. Like you can scroll through here and you can see multiples. And, there's probably more color, more flash on Etsy than there is on eBay. So what types of planners, what types of sheets can you sell? Again, you can go to Canva and you can pull up planner. And then once you go to planner, if there is one that you like, you can customize this template. And then once you customize the template, you can use it to create your own product. Okay, so you can use it to create your own products, whatever your products are that you want to create. So let me just see one that is not, I just want a plain one. So many have been created. So this is a travel planner. This is a habit tracker. So you can see it just says habit tracker. They write down the habit. They put the little check boxes in it. It's nothing, anything exciting. But people buy these sheets. So you as a seller on Etsy or on eBay, you literally could sit there and just create multiples of these, customize them, brand them to your own brand, change the designs, mix up the colors, maybe change the font and list it. And then when people buy it, the great thing about those two platforms is when they purchase it, it is automatically emailed to them. So there's nothing you have to do. Now, as you can tell, the prices of them are not high. So you're not going to get rich. It's about volume. So if you're selling, at the beginning of the year, you're going to sell a boatload because that's when planners are sold. Okay. There are some planners that are sold throughout the year, but there's a significant number of them that are sold in December and January and February. That's just a fact. Okay. So the goal is for you, like this one's a business flashcard. I've never seen this one before. A digital business flashcard. Now I'm interested. I want to see what this is. Someone created this. I want to see what they look like. Very interesting. So you get a free pack bonus, limited time offer, 40 sheets. Interesting. I like what they put together. Very interesting what they've put together. But anyway, so you can go through and, you can buy some of these things and resell them or sell your own version of them. This person, Upstrider, clearly has a bunch of different designs. So they put together a 600 pack and then they also broke them down, as you can see. So if I just wanted to go to their store, I can see more and see everything. The ultimate e-commerce website checklist builder, your ultimate, like, oh my gosh, niche for your business. Etsy search, negative and bad reviews, rank, welcome email. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. 1,000 sales, Etsy challenge on Shopify. This is just bananas. The stuff that they're selling. The price that they're selling it for is extremely low. So again, the goal is for them to sell volume, which is ultimately their goal. And, as they go through and they sell a bunch, they're going to make a little bit more money. This store has had, it says, over 90,000 sales. So 90,000 sales at $387 is not, $3.87 is not bad at all. Like it's probably $1 million store at this point. 90,000 sales. That's a lot. Woo-wee. That's a lot. That's a lot of churning. Yeah, they've had over $351,000 in sales just by using that average price right here. If we use the regular full price, it's probably completely different. So I can't say I'm mad at them. This is actually pretty cool. So Upstrider, win a free business audit. So they are clearly, they've got the UK kind of dollar sign there. But anyway, I do like it though. But anyway, I digress. So you can go over to Canva and you can create almost anything. You can create your own brand. You can have your own look and feel, whatever you want to do. If you don't want to do planners, maybe you want to do recipes. So if you want to do recipes, maybe you are a cook. So you can go over again to Canva and you can get some designs for recipes, and then you can write up your recipes and then sell those recipes on Etsy or sell them on eBay. Maybe you have some specific ones, maybe gluten-free recipes. So you want to put together some gluten-free recipe cards, or maybe you want to publish a recipe book. That may be the thing for you. Maybe you like, trying to think of the things that you can do. Accounting. So maybe there's some accounting sheets that you want to create. So let me just see if there's some blank accounting sheets in here. I'm sure that there are. Business sheets, accounting sheets. Okay. So as I go through accounting templates, not necessarily what I was looking for, but that's okay. Let's see, bookkeeping, probably bookkeeping. All right, so here's some invoice templates, more fancy than I need for them to be, but that's okay. And you can get some basic ones. So let me just do basic. I don't know if I see any yet. So in any case, there are a lot of different sheets here. Let's see, finance. Sheets. I know I found them somewhere. Okay, so here's some budgeting sheets. This is an annual financial planner. Here's a budget planner. Here's an expense tracker. Here's a subscription tracker. Here's a debt tracker. Here's a shipping tracker. Here's your sales tracker. Like, you have some of these templates that are inside of Canva that you can use to build your product. All you need to do is you just need to select it. Once you select it, you'll say customize this template. If I decide I want to customize this template, then it's going to come into my Canva account. And then from here, I can go and I can edit it. I can change the font. I can say that I want to use a completely different font. I can change the color. So maybe I want to, and let me just make this just a little bit bigger. Hold on. Oh, this little floaty bar thing. Hold on, guys. Make this just a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. So I change the font, then I can go through, and as long as I have the purple square around it, I can select these and I can decide that I want to change that font too. So maybe I want the font to be Allegra. So then it changes the font. Maybe I want the color to be red. Who knows? Change it to something else. Okay. Maybe I want it to be wider on the sides. So then I can go through and I can move it. I can move it over here, and then I can stretch these lines to make them longer. If I don't like it, I can undo anything. So again, you can make it your own. If you want to put your own branding or your logo on it, you can do that. If you want to do what this store did, which is they have a distinct look and feel to their stuff. They're using the same font. It's very universal, very uniform. And so they're very specific in what they are doing, which is pretty cool. So again, you can do something like that so you have a specific look and feel. These guys right here, these two, same one, they have a specific look and feel. So everything that they produced has the same look and feel. So if you decide you're ready to do printables or you're ready to do downloadables, you can come in here and you can create your own look and feel inside of Canva and use that to help you to build out your business. Okay. With the documents that you can create, as we went over in session 1, you've got everything from flashcards. So if I want to go do flashcards, I can look up flashcards. There's existing flashcards that are in here. I can take these existing flashcards and I can customize them to make them my own, or I can create my own from scratch. These are education flashcards. They already exist. And if you decide you want to take them and sell them, then again, you need to make sure that there isn't any licensing requirements for the people who have actually made them. And then you can go list them on Etsy, or you can list them on eBay. And these are printable flashcards, downloadable flashcards that you would attach when you create your Etsy or eBay account, attached to when it says, when a person buys it, they would automatically receive these things and you don't have to do anything extra. So if you want to create an education store, you have the opportunity to do that. You have all of these flashcards, emotion flashcards, alphabet, food, math flashcards, science flashcards, probably English is in here somewhere too. So you have a shapes flashcards, you have all of these flashcards that if you want to sell flashcards, you can do that. We talked about recipes, we talked about flashcards. If you want to do greeting cards, okay, so you have the ability to create greeting cards inside of Canva, the front and the inside, okay? So you have that opportunity. Or postcards, if you want to do postcards, you have the ability to create that inside of Canva, and then you can go and sell them on the other platforms. So the point is that using just eRank and using just Canva, eRank and Canva together, there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You could just use Canva if you wanted to, and not eRank. eRank is just going to help you with the title and the description and the keywords. But again, it's also going to tell you some of your competition information. The subscription for the two, as I mentioned last week, I think currently Canva is like 12 something. I don't pay that. I'm grandfathered in at like $6.42 a month, and or $6.45 or something like that. And then eRank is like $5.99 a month or something like that. So you can sign up for those two and still be under 20 bucks just for, creating those accounts and for, producing these printables. So think about documents that people need. People need a will and a trust. People need, so if you want to do a will and trust, so let's see what documents they already have in here. They may or may not have documents in here. I don't know. Nope, they don't have them, or at least maybe I'm not searching the way that they would be found. So I don't see that. Let's see if we have to do legal. So let's see what comes up. Nope, these are all graphics for legal. So I don't see like a template. Okay. So you can, if you can figure out how to search for those particular items, because I'm probably not typing them right, you may or may not find some of those documents already exist from a business standpoint. Business documents. Or they have to be created, and you can use some of the others to create them. Business proposals. That's something else that you can do as well. You can help people with their business plan and business proposal. If you are a business person, if you do finance, you can help people with organizing their papers. If there's different things that you can offer. If you're a person that's been selling insurance for years, you can create documents to help people to pull together their documents for getting their will and their trust done. If you're a person that's been doing finance for years and bookkeeping is your thing, you can create bookkeeping documents. So educators, maybe you are a hairstylist. So let's go through some of the types of books and or other things that you can produce. We know that from a print on demand standpoint, you can do coloring books. So you can do coloring book pages, and you can use Canva to help you to do that, or you can use, I think, Creative Fabrica, and I forget the other one. So there's a couple of others that you can use to create your own custom coloring book. And then you can sell that coloring book. You can Amazon. So if I go to Amazon.com, they have a lot of products that they sell on their KDP. But I can go and I can sell my own coloring book. Let's see if they got KDP coloring books. So baby animals. I don't know what that is. Pooping animals. Oh, people are crazy. All right, inspiration. So coloring book for inspiration. Something you can make. You can make that in Canva. Coloring book for animals. So, and if you want to know, let's go back over to Canva real quick. So maybe you never thought about a coloring book. So let's start with the fact that, you have these outlines, but if I started with a blank sheet, so I'm going to create a design and I'm going to go with a document. Oh, I don't want a document. Sorry, I forgot that I signed up for Doc, and Doc is not the same as what I think it is. So it's not the same. That's my fault. Okay, so we're going to start with we're going to go with flyer. 8.5 by 11. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go with a flyer. We're going to make a coloring book page. Okay, so we're going to go over to elements. And I am going to look for dogs. Let's make a coloring book on dogs. And I want to do outline. So you see that I have these pictures of a dog outline. If I click on see all, I've got this one I could bring over. I'll start with that one. I've got a lot of dog outlines that I could use, and then kids could color them. So this one has a little more detail. This one has a little more detail. This one looks like it's more fun for little kids. These, again, you have the ability to put a little more detail in them. You have a dog and a cat sitting together, so they could color those. But I'm looking for something that's going to have a little more detail. So we could go with this one. Okay. And if I wanted to, I could come up with where two dogs are maybe looking at each other. And if I wanted to have more of a park feel, so this one is a dog playing with their toy. Let's see. All right, we'll just go with that. And then I want to do an outline for a tree outline. So I want to get a tree in there somewhere, and I want it to be similar to the types of artwork that's already in here. So maybe I'll choose a tree that I like. I don't like any of these. Okay, so for the purposes of this exercise, we're just going to bring the first one in. So we'll put a tree in the background. We'll put the two dogs in the picture. Let's go find some grass outline. I'm literally just dragging and dropping at this point. Okay, so there's this one and this one. It's not the same pencil design. That's the reason why I don't like it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll do something with the dogs, but I may have to do this and come over here and make these come down. All right. So anyway, Here we go. Not that this is perfect, nothing about it. I don't like the tree. But anyway, the point is, I was trying to do like, maybe I should have done a hilltop or something. But anyway, the point is, I'm just trying to put some art together, blah, blah, blah. So you can see in this example, that this dog looks bigger than this dog. I probably should have flipped this one. Hold on. I can't get him now. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna flip him. I need to flip him the other way. Oh, come on. Okay, so I'm going to flip him to face the other direction. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm not an artist or anything like that. This dog is like way too big. But anyway, made the tree too big, whatever. All right. So you can do all kinds of like clip art stuff, and you have the ability to do that inside of Canva so that you can make your own coloring book. And again, coloring books do sell on Etsy, and they also sell on Amazon, and they also sell on eBay. So if you do want to do a search to see what coloring books are out here, you have all of these coloring books that people have published that they have created. And again, they sell them on Etsy. You can also sell coloring books on eBay that you create, and you can use providers like Lulu or KDP to publish or print your physical coloring book instead of pages. It'll be your physical coloring book. The same thing with recipe books. So you can actually produce a recipe book. Okay, so these are sort of fancy, but let's just go through and find someone that's not like that. This one is an online recipe book, digital recipe books. And so again, you can produce your own digital recipe book. That's one. This is a recipe book. It looks like they are doing personalized recipe books. But if you want to sell your own book or your own cookbook, let me just type cookbook. Because that looks like a gift. So you want to publish your own cookbook. Oh, those are custom. Those are beautiful. They're putting them together for you. All right. So here is one of 228 recipes, and it is personalized. So you can make it based off of what people say. I'm gluten-free, I'm casein-free, I am, whatever it happens to be. I have celiac disease, so I need this. I'm diabetic, and so you have to put together a special diet. It just requires some Google searches. And you can publish a book. I think the only one that's a book is this one. The rest of these are all custom made. So if I go over here and I do cookbook, so we looked up coloring book. We're going to look up cookbook. And you can publish your own cookbook, and you can use, again, Canva to help you create that cookbook. So if you've been using your Instapot or your fryer, and you got a bunch of amazing recipes that you want to put together, you can do that. You can put together Instapot recipes. Instapot recipes. Okay, so they got pressure cooker cheat sheets, some Instapot recipes. Another one is air fryer. Look at that, air fryer time. Somebody put together a template for that. So if you've got a little note card or something, this is pressure cooker. And look, they got made a little flip book. And so you could sell that. And of course, that's something that's print on demand. You can do that. This one is an online digital version of recipes, and that you can flip through using GoodNote. Again, just going through the process. And if you want to create a book, do a book. I encourage you to create a book. If you want to just create templates and outlines and guides and reference sheets, that's fine. Another thing that is in demand is those that are caring for seniors and or those with intellectual disabilities. Those info sheets about the medication that they need to take and the days in which they go to the doctor and what the doctor visit indicated, especially as those communities continue to age and then more and more kids and adults go into being disabled, especially after COVID. So again, putting together those types of things that you can sell. So you can go from just doing printables and digital products down to a physical book that can be sold on Amazon or can be sold on some of the other, even in a bookstore. Okay, taking the opportunity to sell your actual book that you produce in a bookstore. Okay, so with KDP, first thing you need to do is create an account. Once you create an account, then you can upload your book or your ebook to KDP so you can print it. Sorry about that, Jan. So you can upload it to KDP so you can print it. And you probably want to order one and send it to yourself. Same thing with Lulu. And there's some other platforms that are similar to KDP and Lulu where you can produce a physical book and have it shipped to yourself and use it to help you on your journey as an e-commerce seller. So with the sheets, the digital downloads, just know that when you create those, you're going to have to sell volume in order to make money, a lot. With the books, you can make money. You want to be aware of what the margins are. So what is the platform charging you for the specific book? And then how much of that are you going to make or pocket from that sale? So you need to be aware of what the platforms are going to charge you. Okay. And the prices, like on KDP, there is a much like the other platforms, like you get a referral fee if you want to consider it like a commission. So when people buy your product, then Amazon will pay you directly your portion of the item, but you just have to get it listed onto their platform. You have to make sure that the title is appropriate and things like that. So if, again, some of these you can create. You can also create an ebook form of it. Okay. KDP niches. This person is selling a Kindle book of KDP niches, and this is from 2020. So I'm sure that there's, there's more to that. Keto, that is a Kindle reader book. Then you've got some paperback. So this one feels more like something somebody created. So by KDP Publishing. This is Vitamix. I'm curious. Hold on just a sec. You're in KDP Publishing. KDP Publishing. The line of faith and between faith and stupidity. Okay. These are all KDP Publishing. You see that? This is a coloring book. You can make this coloring book. That's a lotus leaf, and then you can open it up and you can see what's inside. So they just put some basic designs. This is basic designs. They're selling it for $5.99. Okay. They're selling it for $5.99. Copyrighted material. You could do this. I could do this. 50 simple designs. They're selling it for $5.99 KDP. Everybody in eCom Sellers Academy could do that. Everybody. So my point is, print on demand is a way for you to sell products that you don't have to touch. You can create something that you know about, something that you're passionate about, something that you have an understanding about, or that you're really experienced with. You can use that to help you to be able to sell products and create products. And you can start with Canva, and you can use eRank, and you can list them on these other platforms and make some money. The last thing is that there are, I forget the two, it's a Creative Fabrica and another one, where you get additional designs to be able to use in the products that you decide you want to sell, if you want to go down that route. But again, you can also buy some products that are already on on Etsy, and you can resell them. Some of these products, like bookkeeping sheets and fitness sheets and diet journals and all of the tracking of prescription meds and medical visit journals and all of that stuff, like some of that, those sheets, they will let you resell those. So you can create your own, or you can come up with your own design. But definitely do your best. If you're going to sell multiples of downloadables or printables, create a look and feel of a design so people know that this is your product. Okay, unless you're planning on creating two different brands, and that's fine. And you can have one look and feel and the other one have a different look and feel. So I want to encourage you to go and get your Canva account, and you go and look around on Etsy and also on eBay, and look on Amazon. Look for digital products and printable products that you will find definitely on Etsy and on eBay. And look for the KDP products, which are print on demand, Kindle desktop publishing. They are print on demand, where they are books and journals and coloring books and calendars, all of those things that you can sell on KDP. And you can also use other suppliers to produce for you. And they are only produced when people buy them. And once they buy them, you get paid from that. So it's something that you create and you just get residual income. You can make a decision that you're going to create 5 print-on-demand products a week and just keep listing them. After 5 print-on-demand products a week, well, let's just do the math. So 5 print-on-demand products a week, if you do that times 52 weeks out of the year, you could have 260 print-on-demand products that are up in the universe, available, that people can buy. That's a lot of residual income over time, if it is something that is in demand and something that you're working towards increasing your presence around, meaning people know how to find you. The title is created in such a way that people can easily find it. Okay. So I want you to think about what that could do for you. Even if you have 260 listings, and let's say of those 260 listings, 60% of them sell, 60% actually get sales. That equals 156 of them are selling, and the others may not. So 40% may not be selling. If you got 156 selling, and you take that times, let's just say that you're selling them for $5 a piece. Okay, 156 of them selling at $5 a piece, that's $780. And let's just say of those 156, over half of them are getting multiple sales. So let me go divide that number. So, because you don't know, you really don't. Okay, so 78 of them have 200 sales. Let's just say that 78 of them get sold, have 200 sales, and those 200 sales, whoops, that clearly is not right. 78 get 200 sales. And, oh, I guess that is right. 78 of them get 200 sales, and those get, maybe you're selling them for $3 a piece. That's $46,000. And the other half are just getting singular sales. That's okay. So again, if you find something if you create something that people are interested in, like even if you get like 2 or 3 sales a day on each one of them, or 1 sale a day on each one of them, that's still a good thing. So create something that people can buy and come back and repeat buy on autopilot on their own. Put together a strategy and a plan. Decide that, if print on demand is for you, fantastic. If it's not, I understand. But decide what you think you want to sell and go do some research on what's already out there. And then just begin the process of playing with Canva. Use Canva to play with and get familiar and get comfortable with it. So I hope this helps you. What I would love for you all to do right now is if you have any questions about print on demand, because we've gone through a couple of different areas of print on demand. And also, I just want you to also know, you can list your products, or you can use other suppliers like Zazzle, and I'm trying to remember all of them. Redbubble, I think, has some printables and print on demand. Is it Zazzle? I'm not doing it right. Zazzle. That's Razzle, not Zazzle. Zazzle. I just noticed that. Yeah. So Zazzle, you can do like planners and notebooks and cards and even party invitations, party supplies. Like, go to some of the print on demand sites, go back to session 1 and look at some of the sites that I recommended, and go and see, like, Valentine's Day cards. You can create your own custom Valentine's Day cards. So you don't just have to do it and list them directly on Etsy. You can list them on some of these other platforms and make some money as well. Okay. So I hope this is helpful. If you have questions, please type them in the chat. If you want to talk about anything that is e-commerce related, it doesn't have to be print on demand. Type it under this video. Type your questions, your concerns. We are going to create a chat for the eCom Sellers Academy Facebook group that's going to start this week, so that way, if you have questions, the open Q&A will be held inside the chat, inside the Facebook group. There will be a link from the membership site to that chat, so you'll be able to go there and ask your questions in the weekly live Q&A. In addition to that, if your membership is inactive, I want to encourage you to activate it. If you're watching this video, if you are still here, activate your membership. If your membership is inactive, this week we're going to be cleaning out the Facebook group, because we've got a lot of cool things coming for those people that are going to continue to do e-commerce and that are going to continue to stay active in the eCom Sellers Academy Facebook group. You can always sign up for the lifetime and never pay again. And so that's an option. So if you're interested in signing up for the lifetime, do that. And so you don't ever have to pay again. So with that, I am going to say goodbye for now. Type your questions in the chat, and I hope this was helpful for you. Goodbye for now.